Hello, Martin. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. I want to thank you for coming in today and having this session with me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I do want to ask if it is okay to go ahead and record our session for future training purposes.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, great.
No problem.
All right, so let's just jump right in.
Mm-hmm.
Your son, Sebastian,
Yep.
great student. I've been working with him closely. Do you want to tell me a little bit about your relationship with Sebastian and how that dynamic is at home?
Yeah. Like you said, he's a good kid. He's really into sports, soccer, school.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, for the most part, yeah, he's your typical teenager. He's always on his phone when he's at home if he's not doing homework or whatnot. Yeah, but we have conversations here and there. I'm busy doing work, and that's taking up a lot of my time. So
Okay, so I like how you said, he's a typical teenager at 13 years old, is definitely in that teenager rise. Let's talk about some of his interests. Do you know what kind of music he's interested in? I know you mentioned soccer, but what else do we have going on?
I mean, there's this rap, rock, radio. I mean, I don't know certain genres or that he's really into at the moment or anything like that. Um, so yeah. I don't know. He usually he used to listen to I don't know, punk rock stuff, and I don't know. Now I don't hear that coming from his room so often, so I don't know.
Okay, what do you hear coming from his room often now?
I mean, it could be anything. Mostly rap. I think that's what most. I mean, if you listen to the radio, you can tell that rap is the dominant genre at the moment in this time.
Okay, do you have any concerns about him listening to rap music?
Um, I mean, of course, that's at his age.
Okay.
Um, I mean, we try to limit it as much as we can. Me and my wife. I mean, she's probably more of the one that's probably around him more to maybe be more stern with him about the music.
Okay.
I mean, most of the time you can't even understand what they're saying on the radio, anyways. They're bleeping it out, and with all the swearing and cussing.
Okay, and so I know you said it is a concern because of his age. Do you think that there's any sort of influences in the rap music or the music he's listening to? Or is there any rapper in specific that you feel is not a great influence on him and somebody he may be looking up to?
I mean, I don't know personally. I know my wife was saying he wanted tickets to go see some rapper extension something X. Who knows? Just wanting to see him, and I guess he's playing a show, or I don't know. I just that's something I've heard recently that my
I'm
wife's brought up that he wanted to do.
Yeah, I'm actually glad you mentioned that. I've actually heard that name in the news as of recently.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard anything about that yourself?
Uh, no, no, not at all.
So it seems that, based on what the news reports were saying, that I believe it's XXX. I'm not too aware of the terminology, but it seems like he's just been involved in a shooting, and he actually did lose his life.
Wow. See, yep.
So, does that pose a concern to you and Sebastian?
I mean, I haven't talked to Sebastian about that. I mean, I'm sure he's gonna, that's probably could affect him if he wanted to go see him recently. I guess um, so I mean, I don't know. I don't like I said, I don't really listen to the music, so I'm not really too sure on what his music is all about.
Okay, I definitely understand that part of it. I know you also said that you and Sebastian don't really talk much about that. What kind of things do you guys talk about?
I mean, school, soccer. He really likes soccer.
Hmm.
Just what's going on with his friends and typical. I mean, you try to spark up a conversation. It's mostly yeah, dad, blah blah. Typical teenager stuff.
And do you feel that you're as equally involved as your wife is in Sebastian's academic schoolwork and his soccer?
I mean, she's home a lot more, so I'm sure that she
Okay.
does a lot. I mean, I have to work, so I mean, I try to make games, but I pay. You got to work so he can play a game, so he can have cleats and do this travel ball, soccer stuff, and all this extracurricular
Yeah,
activities.
all that good stuff,
Hmm.
huh? Okay. How many games would you say that you've attended of Sebastian's?
A handful, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, I mean, that's just recently. Like when he was younger, I was there a lot more. But with work and just time. There's not there's not enough time in a day.
How do you think that affects Sebastian?
I mean, he hasn't shown anything to me. I haven't seen signs of anything where he's necessarily upset um, about it or
Okay.
anything.
Is attending his games and being part of his academic schoolwork, is that something that you would like to do more of?
I mean, absolutely, but I mean, I'm just between a rock and a hard place. Of course, I'd like to be there more, but I mean, I have duties too with work. It's just bad scheduling. Um, Believe me, if I make it to a game, I would be there.
Okay. How do you think your wife feels about that?
Well, it could be stressful.
Mhm.
A little bit more than per se usual, but I mean, we've talked about it a little bit. I'm trying to figure out a way to help her more, but I mean, for the most part, I mean, kind of is what it is. And you're a stay-at-home mother.
Uh,
That's kind of your.
okay, I sorry to interrupt you,
No,
but
it's
I
okay.
heard you say you want to try to help her more. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What does that look like? What does helping her more look like?
I mean, obviously, like you said, like go to maybe the games. Maybe take him to school, pick him up. But no, it's just hard because that's in the middle of the day and I'm working.
Okay. And does Sebastian have a set schedule of his games or
I mean, it fluctuates.
practices?
It fluctuates. I mean, practices are mostly the same, but the games fluctuate from day to day. But I mean, most of the time it's Monday through Friday.
Okay. If we could probably collaborate with Sebastian's coach and, with your wife to get a set schedule of when certain games are going to be, would that help you accommodate to your schedule
I
so
mean,
that you
it's
could
just more
possibly?
of I'm just busy Monday through Friday, 9 to 5.
Okay.
Um, most of the games start I think around 3.
Hmm.
And they don't go past 5. So I mean, I wish they did. Maybe they should think about starting the games a little bit later, so maybe parents can get there.
Yeah, I definitely understand the Monday through Friday situation.
Hmm.
Oh, what about Saturday games?
I mean, there's not too many at the moment. Sometimes they have tournaments. I'll make it out to that if I can. Um, I try to.
Do you think that I could help you in any way by, again, collaborating with Sebastian's coach and seeing if we can get you a Saturday schedule? See if maybe you can attend some games. Would that be something you'd be interested in?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Yeah,
Okay, great. And how would your wife feel about that? Do you think your wife would enjoy you attending games?
yeah, I'm sure. You know, I'm sure. I would enjoy attending games. you,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah, absolutely.
So.
So let's talk about that. Let's talk about, Sebastian's academic schoolwork. I know he gets great grades as of his report card. If there was some sort of collaboration between you and your wife, I know you're very busy throughout the day. Do you think that it would impact Sebastian in a positive way? I mean, I know he's striving academically
Sorry
as
about
it
that.
is.
Sorry.
Is it work? I know he's striving academically as it is, but do you think that that would help his athletic performance?
I mean, his athletic performance is great. I know he's a top-notch athlete. Probably one of the more well-known or well-liked players on the team.
All right. Popular kid around campus?
I would say so. You definitely see it. Some of the days that I do pick him up, you do definitely see him around a crowd. Not necessarily by himself.
And is he involved with any girls? Is that?
I mean, not that I know of. I mean, I'm sure that's going to be hitting pretty soon. But I mean, he's 13.
Right.
He's a little bit more focused on, hanging out with his buddies and what they're doing. So.
And he is at the age of 13, and there's a lot going on, and I know sometimes it's difficult to kind of go through all those things, especially, with that rapper XXX. That's something that I can definitely talk to him about. I can bring him into my office, and I can have some sessions about it, and if he's feeling, some sad feelings about it, we can definitely express those together. But I also think that would be a great thing to do at home as well, would be just to talk to him about it, see how he's feeling. That way, if he does have any concerns about it, or if he is feeling any pressure with the lyrics or anything that's going on, peer pressure with friends, that's something great that we can talk about. I can even bring you guys in together as a family, and we can have a group session. I'm a resource to you, and I'm always available. But I definitely will reach out to Sebastian's coach. I think it would be great to have a set schedule for you so that you can accommodate your schedule and attend some of his games. I think he would really appreciate
Yeah, I mean,
that.
It's not like I don't attend any games,
No, absolutely, and I understand work schedules are really busy, but if there's anything I can do to make it easier for you and provide you with a schedule of Sebastian's games, I will definitely do that. That way I can get the whole family involved, and we can do something special for Sebastian.
Right. Has he been saying that he's missing out, or has he been reaching out to you, or should I be concerned? Something that I'm not.
No, absolutely not. I work with all my students, and my goal is to just promote my students' well-being and make sure everything's going well academically and in their social life, and in Sebastian's case with his sports. And I just, wanted to do a check-in. I really wanted to meet you. I know Sebastian says great things about his family. He's very family-oriented. So, I appreciate you coming in today and sitting down and expressing any concerns or feelings you have regarding Sebastian. Is there anything else I can help you with? Any last questions?
I mean, about that rapper you said. I mean, I'll try and make an effort to, talk to him. But I mean, maybe if you can too, maybe maybe he's more open to you. You can maybe look into that, see how he's feeling on that.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, I'll bring it up, but he might just be like Dad and be back on his phone or whatever.
Yeah, I understand. Absolutely, I will definitely bring him into my office. We'll have a session about that. I'll just, I'll check in, make sure everything's good. I know he isn't the only student I have that was interested in that rapper, and with so much news and media speculation around it, we just want to make sure that our kids are doing okay, because they are very impressionable, especially when it comes to rappers that they look up to. So I will definitely have that check-in with him, and if you have a conversation with him and you feel that you need to talk to me about it, or have any other concerns or questions, please feel free to reach out.
Absolutely.
I will be here. You have my email. You have my phone number.
I'm sure my wife does too. So.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Well, again, thank you so much, Martin. I really appreciate you coming in. It's been great.
Thank you.
You.